This is big breaking emergency news. Denver, Colorado is now announcing the end of their migrants programs. They have now announced for 2025 that they will no longer be funding this migrant program that saw the arrival of over 40,000 people move into Denver over the past 2 years. Right, so this is a big step, and nonprofits there are saying that Denver is putting up a sign to, quote, do not come. So let's get into the details here. Really quick, guys, please just hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So the Denver mayor, Mike Johnston, just announced that the Denver's asylum seeker program, the DASP, in 2025 will not continue as it exists today, right? And they're saying that a big part of this is because the city no longer has funding for this, and they're also saying that the city has seen a decrease in the number of people arriving, right? So they're shutting down their migrant assistant programs, and this has been a major draw for people to come, right? So this is big. Denver is a sanctuary city, and a lot of the reason people come there to begin with is to have access to these grants and these benefits and these housing. All these things, they provide housing, they provide cash benefits, food assistance. All these things are available. And at one point, Denver was taking care of over 5,000 people at once, and they've had over 40,000 arrive since 2022. All right, so this is big for Denver to shut down this program, and I think we're going to see more of this spread to other cities. All right, I think we've reached a breaking point with this migrant crisis, and I think a lot of cities are going to have to turn back from their original plans and stop their sanctuary city status and defund a lot of these programs. I think we're going to see this more spreading. All right, we've already seen this in New York, actually, too. New York City is now paying migrants thousands of dollars, $4,000 to $5,000 they are getting to leave the migrant shelter system in New York City, because they are trying to wind that down and get more people out, because more people are arriving. All right, so $4,000 to $5,000 just to leave the shelters. All right, they're begging people, please leave, we will give you money. That's what's happening in New York City right now, and Denver is putting up a sign saying don't come either. Right, so here's some more details on it. It says that, quote, you aren't seeing buses arrive by the day. You aren't seeing the same number of newcomers, and you aren't seeing 30 to 40 people waiting outside of Home Depot trying to find any kind of job they can to support their family, right? That's what John Ewing said. And he said that they are focusing on getting folks out of shelters into more sustainable solutions and housing. So they're trying to shut down these migrant shelters, at least in Denver, all right? The surrounding suburbs are actually still moving ahead with these plans, okay? In Arvada right now, Colorado, right outside of Denver, there has been a clash of the citizens there. They've been concerned at the town halls because they've been converting buildings into migrant shelters there, and it's been a massive drain on the city's funds and budgets. They just spent millions of dollars to buy a big building in the city to house migrants in, all right? So Denver's shutting down, but the surrounding suburbs, a lot of them are still funding this migrant crisis, all right? And it says here that the city has seen a steady decrease in immigrants coming to Denver since its peak in January 2024, when more than 5,000 newcomers were being served at once. According to the City of Denver's dashboard, only 12 newcomers arrived Tuesday and 13 migrants arrived on Wednesday, right? So the numbers are slowing down for Denver, but we could see this happen again. They could get an influx of buses. It seems like a lot of people are going to different cities right now, like Springfield, like these smaller cities, like Sylacauga, right? Like Charleroi. All these other cities are seeing a massive influx of thousands of people right now. And Denver's reporting there's around 1,000 people that are still in this DASP program, and they're trying to wound it down for 2025 and get everyone out. And they're saying last year there was a total of $75 million accounted for in 2024 for this migrant crisis, and it says this year in 2025 going into next year, right? It's almost the end of the year here. It's crazy. They're only counting 12.5 million, right? So major reduction in budget proposals as well. And this is what Amy Beck from Together Denver said, which is a migrant nonprofit. She said, quote, "The message Denver is sending is, quote, don't come to Denver," which is the message they've been sending for quite a while now, right? So she's saying Denver is telling people don't come to Denver, all right? So they're shutting it down. I think we're going to see this spread to other cities across the country. Let me know what you guys think down below. Please just hit it up for me down there to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that. I think this is going to happen in New York City. I think this is going to happen in Chicago, right? In these major cities, they're going to reach a breaking point and they're going to have to say no. In Springfield right now, the Attorney General of Ohio is suing the federal government to determine what the limit is on the number of people, okay? Because he's saying that there has to be some kind of limit on the number of people that can arrive, okay? And to put this into perspective too, talking about Springfield, I posted a video on Springfield earlier too. Denver has had 40,000 people, okay? What's the exact number here? 42,852 people to date have arrived in Denver. 20,000 have arrived in Springfield. The population of Denver is 750,000. That's just Denver, not even including the suburbs. 750,000 just in Denver alone. And they've only had 40,000. There's only 58,000 people in Springfield, and they've had 20,000. So they've had half of the amount of migrants that Denver's had. But their population is 10 times lower, at least 12 times lower than Denver. Okay, so Springfield is being hit hard. These small towns are being hit hard. There's thousands of people that have arrived in Sylacauga. There's only 12,000 people there. 2,000 to 3,000 people have arrived, right? The proportions are much larger in these small towns, and it's overwhelming them. They don't have a tax base. It's already overwhelming Denver. What do you think it's doing to these smaller towns? And get this, Denver Health, which is the largest healthcare provider in Denver, Colorado, has reported around $120 million in uncompensated care for 2022 and $140 million in 2023. And there were talks of Denver Health declaring bankruptcy. And a major part of this is that there's so many people coming into the city that need healthcare, need services. This is happening in Springfield too. People arriving that have never had any type of healthcare services, and they are now catching up on decades of healthcare at once. Okay, so they're finding out they have this disease, they have this issue, they have high blood pressure, they need work on their teeth, all these things going on. And it's decades of accumulation of health neglect, right? And they're showing up in these big cities, and it's a major strain. The cities are having to pay a lot of money to provide healthcare to the new arrivals, people showing up in the city by the thousands in some places, all right? So that's also another major issue. Denver Health could be bankrupt by 2025 if the situation continues, but they're saying it's slowing down. So hopefully they will not, but there's been talk of this all year, and they're still going to suffer a major loss in 2024. So thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys are staying prepared and staying ready. And let me know what you're seeing in your cities too. Right? This is happening all over the country, and the media is telling us it's not. Right? So let me know what you guys see down below. I hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.